We just finished the top 10 African players of all time.
Who's his number one?
I've got it here. It's Samuel Eto'o.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I know, exactly. I don't think there's no debate.
That's a conclusive number one amongst most people over here.
Exactly.
100%.
In the world,
that's what we said. That's what I said too.
Yeah.
I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
Mo Salah, when it's all said and done, we think he'll be there eventually. But until now, you think it's Eto'o, right?
Do you know what it is? It's the fact that it's even till now, it's the thing where when you're talking about a continental player, you're having to bring in the continental side of the game as well. But with Mo Salah, for Egypt, he's a 1 in 2 kind of striker for Egypt, but he hasn't been able to win nothing with his country when it's been Egypt have been getting better with how their standards are. Egypt have been in worse conditions, and Abu Treka, and he was able to bring his Egypt side. It was a bit of a golden era, but Mo Salah's team might not be greater than what Abu Treka's team was, but at the same time, he should still be doing something internationally rather than just domestically. And if you look at him numbers-wise, all right, cool. His numbers are quite similar to what like even Harry Kane's is. But would you say Harry Kane is the top English player of all time?
Yeah, I'd say that.
He's Tottenham fan.
He's a Tottenham fan, so he's got to say that.
Oh, we don't. But well, like, he's right.
But
hey, so ask him. So he's factoring in his international career, right? Is that what he's saying?
It comes down to talent. If you can't have numbers, if you haven't got the talent to match the numbers, then you have to achieve things. And with Mo Salah, 1 Champions League, 1 Premier League title, and a 2 in 3 kind of ratio of goals, that's what he's got to his name. When you're up against Samuel Eto'o, who's like Player of Africa 4 times, like you got people like Yaya Toure, back-to-back 4 years, African Player of the Year. Drogba, back-to-back African Player of the Years, 4 Premier League titles. Like Samuel Eto'o has won near enough everything.
Yeah, I want to ask you. There's something that we spoke about on the show that we need to clarify here. We're speaking about Abu Treka, and everybody here was saying that because he played in Africa, or like two of us here were saying, because he was playing in Africa, basically, like we can't really rate him like that amongst the players that played in Europe and whatnot. Is that fair?
Yeah, Abu Treka is a tricky one, but it's only because I remember a time when England played Egypt in a game at Wembley, and Abu Treka came, and Abu Treka ran the show. And I said to myself, if this guy could do it against England, surely he would have been able to come over and replicate a little bit. But it's only because of his African status of why I would put him in there, because when it comes to that, for someone to never been played internationally in Europe, to be able to dominate in Africa, he never got to play in the three-peat of what Egypt done, but in the 3 titles that they won in African Cup of Nations, he's clear of their best player. And if you ask Egyptians themselves, they will tell you that Abu Treka is the king of Egypt.
Put him ahead of
Salah,
Salah,
tell you most.
You know what? If you're gonna in defense of Salah here,
a lot of proper like Egyptians will tell you that Abu Treka is the man. Even though he's exiled from the country,
let's just wrap this up here because we don't want to take too much of your time. But can Salah, like if he continues on for another, let's say 3 to 5 years, is he the greatest African player of all time? The way he's going right now.
The thing is, his individuality has to match goals, because you got to remember, if you've got people like Ronaldo or Messi being able to do 1-in-1s, like Salah's starting to kind of slow down a bit as well. He's starting to go back down to his 1 in 2 kind of ratio, I think now, and he's at 30 now. So it's like it's going to be very hard for him to be able to it's going to be very hard for him to replicate the numbers, but he has to win things. You can't not win titles.
So the individual stuff doesn't really matter as long as you have trophies.
It has to be a combination of both. You can't just
Quality has to be a major key as well at the same time. Obviously, the same time sorry, I've been cutting out. Someone's trying to phone me. But obviously, the individuality has to match with some trophies.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think we could all agree. Like Abu Treka, for example, if he has the numbers that Salah has, there won't be a disagreement. Like there won't be an argument.
Yeah, but because they dominated in where they played, when they played, how they played, they dominated, and they dominated. Like you said, international football. Like it's a good example you gave. Like when they played against, they weren't getting mollywopped when they played against the best competition. Even what he said, when in African Cup of Nations, all the best players from Europe come back to Africa too. So if you can still dominate,
but Mohamed Salah competed in African Cup of Nations, and he took him to the World Cup.
But he's not better than Eto'o.
Like, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's not like he didn't. No, he didn't go far, bro. In the African Cup.
No, but
You know what I mean?
We're just comparing him to Eto'o.
No. Of course, yeah.
I think Eto'o's better by far. I think Eto'o's by far.
Eto'o did it domestically and for his nation.
Eto'o did it on multiple stages, bro. Real Madrid, for Barcelona, for Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He ripped it, like he tore it up, bro.
And he was scoring goals.
He was scoring goals in big games. Come on, man. I'm with this guy, bro. Thanks, bro.
By the way, your boy.
The Mo Salah debate is a tricky one because it's like the numbers is the numbers, but it's influence as well at the same time. We could always talk about players in terms of how great they were numbers-wise, but because of Ronaldo and Messi putting on the pedestal of numbers with achievements, people with numbers are then classified as major players. But sometimes it's about football's a team game at the end of the day. You got to win things, and the influences of certain players can win trophies doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that they're going to have goals and assists. So people like the Ronaldinhos and that, they're not going to have the greatest of numbers ever, but they're the ones that contribute to their teams playing well. But with Mo Salah, he just needs to get a little bit more on the board because Liverpool's a system. We know how Liverpool play. Liverpool team to do well. You got to remember, Liverpool without their defence, they still scored goals. So it's their system. Going forward, it's their system. So taking Mo Salah out of this team, putting him in somewhere else. If he's able to replicate them kind of numbers, what he was doing in his first season, 30s and 38s and all that kind of stuff, then fair enough. But I think he's going to start to slow down now. He's at 30 years old. And the achievements he's achieved at the moment, he's won the league, he's won the Champions League, but that's about it other than just his numbers.
Unfortunately, he's playing in the Premier League, so he can't really force that. And he's playing for Liverpool, and he just got them to get to that title that they're looking for this whole time. But Nana, thanks for your time, Sean. We'll probably give you a call on another episode, but this was a tough one, bro. We had to get you on for this. And your boy Drogba, by the way, he finished. I don't know where he finished. I think he finished 4th, right?
Yeah.
That's a lame move, wallahi. Straight up.
Hey, hold on. Where did Samuel Eto'o finish?
He's second, right behind Salah.
Oh man,
He's not happy about that.
Salah should have finished 4th, I think.
Where would he put Drogba? Where does he put Drogba?
I think you put
He's a
Drogba
Chelsea
third,
fan.
right?
He's gonna put him 3 or
Yeah, he
2.
put him 3rd. He put all right, Sean. We'll leave you at that. We'll probably call you on another episode. But thanks for your time, bro.
Nah, man, no problems, guys.
All right, guys, take care.
Much love.
Yalla.
Right, he speaks so well, bro.
Yeah.
Is it an English thing or is this him?
Kazi,
It's a combination, bro. It's an English thing, but this guy is known for his ball knowledge.
He does. He knows the stats off the top of his head.
It's like Kazi, it's like an Aussie. If you tell them about AFL, wallahi, they'll tell you who won.
Yeah, I know.
You know how it is. That's for them.
What?
No, but
I could never last in the room with this guy.
who him?
I could be gentle like this guy. Wallahi, quick, 5 minutes. You have to call him like this and give him the time to speak. Because they're not getting a word in.
I'm a big fan.
It's tough. But
I've never watched this guy, but from now on I'm gonna watch him. This.
Nah, I watch his channel, The Fantasy Man.
yeah, he's doing well. He's coming back right now.
Yeah.
Has he got his own channel?
Good.
Yeah.
He's got his own one. He's got his own
No,
one.
I'll genuinely check him out now. Wallah.
He knows his stuff. All right, that was today's episode. That was a top 10 list. I might actually post everybody's top 10 list.
Yeah, do it. And honorable mention, bro. My nigga Yakubu, wallahi. Should have made the list.
Well, let's do a few side
Honorable mentions
before we finish.
Some
mentions.
Should we just reveal it? Just reveal it?
No, just Mohamed Elneny. Because he
list?
said Mahrez can't get in.
All right. Samuel Eto'o, Yaya Toure, Didier Drogba, Mohamed Salah, Michael Essien, Mohamed Abu Tareka, Isam Al-Hadari, El Hadji Diouf, Samuel Gian, and Beast from Carlton.
Mahrez.
Beast from Carlton couldn't move for. Beast is a goat.
Huh?
Hey, shout out to him, man.
Wallah, shout out to Beast, man. Wallahi, hold on, wallah. Shout out to Beast, wallahi. Yeah, Beast, bro. By far, undisputably,
the best Somali player you've ever seen.
Somali's a disrespect, wallahi.
What?
The best African player in Australia, wallahi. I've ever seen in my life.
This is straight up hate, wallah
al-azim.
You know
Somali,
so many that are
Somali,
better.
if you say Somali,
I can name you three Somali players that are better than him.
Who? They're better than Beast?
Yes.
Who?
And I've said this a
Nah,
million
wallah,
times.
say some goofy shit.
No, bro. Why not?
Who, wallah?
Farhan? That's one.
I don't know who that is.
Come on, bro. You don't know Farhan? Glasses, taking skills,
He's
unbelievable.
not better than Beast, bro. What are you
Farhan
saying,
is
bro?
number one.
know what from the
Yes.
He's a good player, but he's not a beast.
Beast.
Fantastic, wallah.
Get out of here, bro.
That's the one. Number two.
Shout out to you, bro. I love you too. You're a good nigga, wallahi. But come on,
You
man.
just gotta back it up with that.
I gotta do it, like.
Number two is
Because I like
Habib's
him.
brother. What's his name? Bilal.
Bilal, come on.
Number two.
Okay, he's
And
getting-
number three,
he's getting-
the player that
Bilal from North Melbourne?
I'm
He's
very
a good player. He's getting good now.
To share a pitch with Ahmed Farah. Number three. Those are my top three.
Get the hell out of here, wallahi. Wallahi, Beast, bro. amazing player.
There was one. There was one Asfa. He did the greatest pass I've ever seen. I've never seen a pass. This was Premier League Champions League final pass.
He's a fantastic player.
He was
Azam. The only one of the three that you named that could get close to him is Bilal. Maybe. So and you know you're lying.
No, wallahi,
you're lying.
Farhan is brilliant.
But you know even Farhan and Ahmed Farah will tell you Beast is better. They will tell you that.
They were themselves.
I didn't see Beast at his prime.
Because wallahi, bro. Yeah, the way this guy read, wallahi, this guy, the way he.
What are you guys talking about, wallahi?
Wallahi, the way.
And this guy like
the way he read the game, his passing, his link up play. Yeah, I've never seen a player like this.
All right, Mohamed, now question.
Wallahi, that guy, you know, I used to get emotional while watching him play. Wallahi.
Let's finish.
Wallahi.
No. I was going to ask him, Mahrez doesn't get in, but Sam Al-Hadri does, Michael Essien does.
Mohamed Al-Hajj Diouf can move.
Al-Hajj Diouf gets in. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Al-Hajj Diouf can move. But anybody else, wallahi? Anybody else?
Anybody else? Even Essien? What?
No, Abdullah, fall back, wallahi. Fall back. Essien's not getting up for Mahrez.
Take it in and put it in. You're going to bring him. No, I was going to say.
You were going to say what you going to say. Take this guy off.
He's not that important to his team. See how Mahrez.
Abdullah, say what you're really going to say.
See how Mahrez.
Take him off. Put him on, you do the exact same job. Am I right, though? Did I miss something?
What about Elneny? Elneny is the best.
Essien is not doing shit for that Leicester team.
That was today's episode. Let us know what you guys thought of the new setup. Let us know what you want to see next. That's all from us. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell.
Suga Shaun, man, big fan, wallahi. Big fan.
And shout out to Suga Shaun for coming on.
Yeah, Suga Shaun, I'm a new fan now.
Wallahi, this guy, you just jump on back like this.
Suga Shaun, this is an inside joke. This is not this, by the way. He's gonna think it's this. That's why.
Suga Shaun, the GOAT.
Nah, shout out to him and his fancy channel. He's brilliant, man. I watch that too.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yes, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. I got the juice. You other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch. I got the juice. Watch. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce.